to start, leading into this Olympics, we had a lot of new tools at our disposal across the social networks. So Facebook Live, Instagram Stories, Snapchat, Twitter Moments, all of these sort of video-driven products did not exist in Sochi. Instagram Stories, I think, actually rolled out like the week before the Olympics. So we sort of played around with that, didn't necessarily have a strategy yet. But for us, the one really cool thing about Rio, or one of the really cool things about Rio, is that we had the ability to distribute highlights on social for the first time ever. And we had over 600 million video views on highlights alone during the 2 weeks of the Olympics, which is pretty insane. And I think with building a strategy and a team, we really do everything internally. We use agencies and some thought leaders around a lot of our sports, but the Olympics is a really unique event, and you really sort of have to know the ins and outs of how it all works, the storylines. We have researchers that go around the world and are following these athletes for years to really try to find and understand why you at home will like them, because you probably don't regularly watch competitive swimming or competitive beach volleyball. And so we have a lot of assets within our larger organization that allows us to really prepare for these storylines. But at the end of the day, the athletes and what's going on is in real time. And so we build our strategy the way that we wanted to use social video was with high-end design work, even some things as just animated tune-in images. I think there's a lot going on during the Olympics. There's a lot on. We are live streaming every sport. There's stuff on multiple channels. And so our job is to really come up with creative ways, not only to inform people of where they can watch all of this stuff, but also give them the best tidbits. And a lot of that was through social video with the highlights. We had some animations that were created. We had a lot of reactionary stuff. So if you weren't able to see something in real time, whether it was on TV or within a live stream, and we are going to re-show that in Prime, we give you reasons to want to watch it again through a bunch of different variables. But a lot of what we focused on was social video because of all of these new tools. And quite frankly, especially on Facebook, it gets us the furthest in terms of reaching the most people by trying to give people as much video as we can.
So what were 2 or 3 of your favorite social moments that you think kind of resonated, and were they highlights? I mean, a lot of things weren't even highlights that kind of caught fire, like Michael Phelps, his face. And
yeah, Phelps' face was a fun one. I think our most watched video was actually 2 women's soccer players, I think, that played for Brazil. One had the water bottle the wrong way, which is like an old gimmick. I don't know. But those are the kinds of things when you lay out the strategy, and that's the one thing that got 20 million views, you kind of wonder sometimes. But that was a really popular one. And honestly, just about anything Simone Biles did, just about anything we put out there. I mean, we were doing Throwback Thursday videos of her routine just because we knew they were performing really well. And so she was really, really fun to watch. And we also, one of my favorite things that we did this series called Athletes in Cars Getting Their Medals. So we would go live. We have this whole sort of road show. When an Olympian wins a medal, they come to the International Broadcast Center. They may get interviewed with Bob. They may go to the Today Show, that kind of thing. On that tour, you stop with the social team, but we wanted to do something unique where, we're one of the first people that get to see their medals. Sometimes these athletes don't even see their parents until they get to our location. And so we had them go live in the car with their medals right after, they went through doping and all that stuff. The first thing they did was get into the van and go live on Facebook. And for some of them, they were in shock. They were with their family, with their teammates, and it was really, really fun, and I think something we'd love to replicate with other sports.
And it was as simple as a phone. It wasn't
simple as a phone, yep.